first ballot inductees. During his 4 years at Drake, he competed in soccer, cross country, and track and field, which was his favorite. And when he looks back on high school accomplishments, he feels his third place finish in the state meet was one of his highest achievements. And yet he's quick to point out there were several more breakthrough performances that were just as enjoyable. And Richie went on after high school to continue running success. Now, induction into the Marin Hall of Fame is based on your high school accomplishments, and yet many of these statistics are just too good not to share. Like being a 6-time All-American, or a 2-time Pac-10 champion, or 2 of his personal bests, the 3-minute, 53.2-second mile, or a 2-hour, 25-minute, 46-second marathon. It's amazing. Now, I'm always amazed at the discipline it takes to compete and succeed at running. And when I asked Richie's coach, Bill Taylor, to describe Richie, he used words that really focus on one of, it seems like to me, Richie's course, discipline. Bill Taylor said honesty, stoicism, leadership, courage, and character were the words that he'd used to describe Richie. But he wanted to clarify that Richie was not a mechanical, plodding runner, but he brought flair and excitement to the track. And it's easy to see why Coach Taylor was so fond of him, because when I asked Richie what he felt were some of the keys to his success, he said, being on your feet, staying healthy, and doing what the coach says. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach's Dream Hall of Famer, Richie Boulet.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so incredibly honored and humbled to be here tonight and accepting this honor. You know, as a distance runner, obviously distance running is an extremely individual sport. You spend a lot of time by yourself, but you don't become who you are without a really strong supporting staff. And for me, who I became was really sort of boiled down to the 3 main people. First one was my sister, who was over there. My sister was, as we were growing up, she was just good at everything. It was really annoying. She, like whether it's theater or sports or school, whatever it is, every time I came to a new grade, got a new teacher, a new coach, they looked down. Oh, Boulet. Michelle Boulet's brother? Yeah. Okay. You got some big shoes to fill. And it wasn't really that annoying. It was more that it set the bar extremely high, and it really made me focus on being better, because I wanted to be better than her. And I needed to be, because she was so good at everything. So, Michelle, suck it. I love this.
So cool.
The next person who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight was my high school coach, Bill Taylor, who's also in the Hall of Fame. He had an incredible vision for me. When I was a freshman in high school, he knew that I had a pretty good natural ability, and he really took care of me and made sure that I wasn't coddled, but I wasn't burnt out by the time I got through with high school running, and I still enjoyed running. And not only did I still enjoy it, but I still had a hunger for it. I wasn't the greatest, runner in high school. I definitely wasn't as good in high school as I was in college and then afterwards, but mostly because I was still hungry. He also had a really interesting way of guiding me towards choosing the right path, whether it was for workouts or for choosing races or just sort of scheduling my life in general. But he had a way of making me feel like I actually came to the decision myself, which was clever and usually worked. But he took a really sort of frightened 14-year-old boy and gave me a lot of confidence and really sort of showed me what I could do. And I thank him for that. Unfortunately, like I said, he couldn't be here tonight. But I know I wouldn't be standing up here if it weren't for him. And the third person is my mom. My mother taught, she wore a lot of hats when we grew up. She was the breadwinner and the disciplinarian and the shoulder. But she taught me many things, the first of which was promptness, which is really neither here nor there, but she's very prompt. She also taught me the value of hard work, and which is obviously important in any discipline, in any sport, but in a sport like distance running, where it's really all there is your fitness, there's really nothing else that is that important. She also taught me the value of humility, which was hard and interesting, to be a humble narcissist. because since you can't talk about yourself, because you're too humble, you have to go out and achieve things so other people will talk about it. and so that's what I had to do. But the main thing was that she was really just always there. And when you're in high school, you don't really care if your mom or your dad is there, or you don't think you care. But when you look back, you know you do. So, thank you. I'm sorry I broke up. But I also want to thank my wife. It's interesting, I'm here accepting an award for being an athlete and a runner. I'm not even the best runner in my house. My wife's a great runner as well. Actually, her marathon PR is less than a minute slower than mine. And I want to thank my son, Owen. He just wanted me to know. No. Thank you very much for the honor, and have a great evening. Thank you.
Go ahead.
All right, our next inductee is from Marin High School, class of 1990.